All right, let's do part 3 of this thing. It's been a full 24 hours. Normally the can of plastic says it only should have to cure for about 4 hours per layer, but I'd like to give it overnight just to be sure. I've taken a sanding block you can get pretty much anywhere, and I have scuffed up said plastic dip on this side of it, and cut out appropriate size slats. These here are about 0.2 of an inch thick. In any standard Hobby Lobby, make sure you use your phone coupon on there for about 40% off every single day. It's pretty excellent. And what I'm basically going to do is I'm going to take this, another derailed thing, old DAP, right? There are a few things I dislike more than a brand new can of DAP. Mostly because getting the mix, mixing it up properly and not having some of the solvent on top can be kind of irritating. And sometimes you won't get a really good bond. So a lot of times with my DAP, like when I first get a can, I'll open it up and I'll let it sit for 8 hours or so to let some of the excess stuff go off. And then I'll just buy new cans and continually fill that can. Basically, it kind of makes sure that you can get more adhesive on at one time. It's not quite the crap that the DAP gel is, which is completely and utterly terrible. But it does go on much more viscous, as you can see here. And yeah, this chemical, if you fully allowed your plastic dip to cure, there will be no chemical reaction when you do this, which is pretty awesome. I mean, it might become a little bit slippery, but it's whatevs. It won't make a difference. You just kind of continue to do the thing. Trickier to do holding a phone than anticipated. Yeah, look at all that snot type plastic DAP all over the shit. All right, it's especially important to make sure that this level of it, that this part of the adhesive process works really good, because what we're doing here is a lot of people like to go bottom up when they do their cross guards. Like they'll put a piece of flat of something in and then build it up where it's sitting this way across the core. I personally think that's folly because of the weak points being here and here. And while these weak points do technically exist, as I stack these individual layers of foam over it, if you're actually aggressively using your cross guard in combat, any strikes coming in will be hitting on the seam. And I don't know if you've ever noticed when you make a shield, the ones that will taco more often tend to be the shields that are like this piece down here, that are a solid 1 or 2 inches thick without any individual seams on them. They're more likely to bend. It's actually the individual seams of adhesive that make them stronger. Kind of like how you can see, might be able to see on this piece of scrap foam here. These individual seams of adhesive will actually create strength as the two layers basically push and pull across each other. So what I'm going to do for this one is, since they do have a more slender design in here, since we're going for a more cosmetic look, is I'm probably going to put 3 pieces on each side of this one and then cut them to shape layer by layer. And so 3 pieces up, 3 pieces up. And then I'll get back to you with the next step.